You know what's awesome? The 1980s. You know what's even better? The 1980s on a retro format. I have two more VHD pickups that I got recently, and they're both fantastic ones that I'm really happy to get. The first one in particular, because this one is one of the few that I was expecting to pay a little bit more down the line. It was one of my most wanted, but one I wasn't expecting to get for a few years because of the usual price. But John Carpenter's The Thing, and as always I'll put some pictures at the end looking at the whole thing here a little more closely. In beautiful condition, fantastic, love the movie, one that I want to have on a format like this. Fantastic artwork everywhere, love it. This is one that VHDs in general, outside of Japan, are very, very hard to get your hands on, so you're going to pay surplus just for getting it, and then shipping, depending on where you are, could be even more than the item, depending on what it is. And there are a handful of titles on that format that are very hard to get, or other ones that you seem to find pretty commonly listed, but they tend to go for a lot. And this is one of those ones that tends to go for a lot, even on Japanese auction sites, and in Japan I regularly see it up there for 30-40 bucks at least, plus shipping, a little bit harder to get. And if you see it on a place like eBay, forget it. I have seen this listed maybe a dozen times over the past 3 or 4 years, always around the $80 to $120 range, and I've seen it sold several times for over $100. I actually was able to grab this for $5, and the seller was in California, so it was a heck of a lot cheaper than shipping it from Japan. So I ended up with shipping and things paying around $10 for something that regularly I see sell for over $100. So I was very happy to get it, and especially in such great shape. That was a fantastic find. And then another one here we have, I'm very happy about this because one of the things I really like about this format are the anime releases, because when I think of anime, the majority of the time I think of 70s, 80s, 90s, and particularly 80s and early 90s. That's kind of the era that I really enjoy the most, I think partially from the themes that were more prevalent and prominent at the time, and also the art style from a lot of the shows of that era and movies. And one of my favorites, and just one that I haven't seen, got to be at least 20 years. Like, I haven't seen this in forever, and anime on this format for some reason is very fascinating to me. Not just because of what's there, but I think it fits the format so well. There's something about it being a Japan-only format in the 80s and early 90s that makes me think I want anime releases on that format. So we have Megazone 2-3. Look at that. That is fantastic. So also in great shape. Two amazing 80s finds, and yeah, I'm very slowly and happily growing this VHD library.